Hey, what's up, everybody? Lucas Barbosa here. Welcome to the channel. And today I'm going to commentate in my training against Owen Livesey. So check this out. I trained with him yesterday, and we have a really good wrestling. And today I decided to pull guard because he took me down. And then I want to test my guard. But if you see, he's like trying to pass. I use a bear trap right now. See, as I throw my leg, I switched and bring the leg over, kind of like going to a calf slice. I've been using this a lot, and this is called a bear trap. Felipe does this a lot as well. And if you see the trap, like I'm extending the leg, I'm controlling his heel. I try to come up, but this is what I actually expect from my opponent. Is like they're either gonna run away and you can go for the back, or they're gonna roll and then you come up on top, and that's exactly what happened. So Owen now was playing guard, and yeah, I'm trying to use my leg in between his legs because I know he's a really good at wrestle up. You see, so I lost the leg, so he wrestled up. So control the leg, keep pulling down. If you notice, if the guy is a really good wrestler, he's definitely gonna start working on wrestle up. So that's why when I'm trying to have somebody on the ground, I try to always control the head and hook the leg. I always collect one of this leg, the one in between, or step the leg in between and collect the bottom or the top leg. And then if you guys see on this, he's trying to stand up. I'm getting him the nice cradle. This is a really strong and powerful position. Cradle, try to keep him down. Still is like he's really strong. He's really hard to establish, to control position. Try to drive body weight on top of him. Got into my half guard. Now I slow him down a little bit. So this is why I started like now applying more pressure, and you see he keeps like standing up. You see I missed the leg in between. He got the opportunity to stand up. Now we're wrestling. We're going to work on our feet. And this guy has a really good collar tight. Get my underhooks. Boom. Moving. Cannot be stopping in front of him. He has some really good foot sweeps. Yesterday he tripped me. I fell. But now, try to get my inside ties. I want to prevent my opponent to get on the hooks. Boom. Got an opportunity to get my shot. Oh, that was a good one. When I try to wrestle somebody, boom. I come up. If I try I try to use the setup where I run the pipe, because I know the guy is not gonna fall. Like if he falls on the first try, good. But if you don't, I bring the leg up. If you see, boom, I bring the leg up. I try to feint with running the pipe. He made a really good base. It doesn't feint. I bring the leg up and I use the other one to trip, just like I did right now. Boom. I like to use that setup. I can either take somebody out or you can start running the back. Boom. But if you see, he's a really good wrestler. And yeah, start pulling guard again. Apply some good pressure on me. Boom. Good control. So one of the things here, I was training with Owen. I was telling him one of like the details I like to do from this position. Like here, like if you see, he's like it's having a little bit of a hard time on on controlling, on coming up from, on to conquer my half guard or getting to upper my body, is because he has putting less pressure on the head. He's controlling the hip, but I'm controlling right there, I'm making the frame, but I need him to go over, use more collar ties, controlling the shoulder with the other hand. One controlling the hip, the other hand's controlling the shoulder. You see his left hand instead of his right hand, instead of being controlled by hip. Oh, actually, sorry. His left hand, instead of like being working on my foot over there, he have to start driving to half guard knee shield and start control with that hand that he's spinning to controlling my head. His position here is really strong. He's tripoding. This is good. But you need to, you putting pressure in, that's good, but you need to close that distance. Like, for you to close the distance, you have to put yourself in. So that hand that he's trapping there would be more beneficial for him to control either my neck or my shoulder. See, he goes back, consistent applying pressure, real good. This is something that I would do. You know, he has his game. He's really good. I believe that we have pretty much the same game. And then I think that, because he's strong and he has pretty much the same pass, I think that's pretty much the tip that I would give him. That's actually the tip that I gave him after the training, and then it was, it was pretty cool. Pressure. Boom, I'm using my shield to control him, and that's it. But just like I said, if you see the difference here, where I'm doing the same technique, the same concept, I'm controlling the hip with the hand, boom. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's bringing the hand over the head, controlling the shoulder, or when I'm controlling the back, I'm pulling myself in. And this is what, when I fought at CJI and I fought Joseph Chin, this is exactly the same position, the same angle that I'm creating. Consistent pressure and making my opponent to give a position. They're either going to give me the half guard, or they're going to give me they're going to start playing with other hooks, which is if you guys saw the setup that I did for the calf slice, it was from that position. Yeah, so this is the difference when I was training with that. With him, when I was on top, when he was on top, and when I was on top. So if you see here, on the wrestle up that I was, one of my opponents really good at wrestling, I try to hook that leg, but here I already come up, I missed it, so it was hard. But if you are fighting a good wrestler, try use this. Try to always to control they always going to try to stand up, and that's the opportunity you can catch a cradle. Or you have to have one leg in between their leg, always hooking, make sure your opponent's on the ground. See, boom, controlling, driving my weight, hooking in between the leg, controlling the hip. See, boom, you gotta keep them flat. They're always going to try to be on their side, And from there, yeah, so that was a really good training. Me and Owen Livesey. Owen Livesey. That was check it. Good. Okay, so yeah, sorry my Brazilian Portuguese. It's a little hard, but yeah, really good training, really tough. I love training with him. I believe that we have a really good style, and then one can complement each other. So if you having a hard time on training with that Wrestle, and you see that he's the guys really, after you put them down and they always stand up, think about those techniques that I was saying, those details that I was applying. And if you're a top player and you want to apply pressure, you miss some type of pressure, remember what I just said about controlling the head, driving your weight, trying to close this distance, trying to find half guard, keep them flat on the mat, keep their back flat on the mat, and finding good positions, okay? Hope you guys enjoy the tips. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to the channel.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm a fan. 10, 10, 10.